Hello, Lovelies. How are you? Welcome to my 50k celebration part 2, the Q&A. This is a premiere. If you're here with us, thank you for joining. And if you're watching it back, thanks for watching. So, I asked you over a month ago for some questions for this, and I've asked several times since, and I have collected a few screenshots of everything, and I'm literally just going to look at them and answer on the spot. So, here we go. Right, who should we start with? Okay, so Emily Coll, you've asked me about my tattoos and their meanings, and I don't know whether you saw my video, but I posted a video on my tattoos the other day, the other week now. What I will do is put it up the top, and if you haven't seen it, or if anybody else wants to see it, then you can just click up there and it will send you to the video. But thank you for your question. Aorgan22, sorry if I didn't pronounce it right, I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but you said, if you could star in any TV show or movie, what would it be? And what character would you play? Have you ever considered acting because you are an amazing actress? Thank you so much for that compliment. That means a lot to me. I would love to be an actress. That's something I've always wanted to do, but I've never had the confidence, or I've never been in that situation to do that. So thank you for that. But I'd love to. I don't know. I'd like the soaps over here, the UK soaps, the dramas, and then shows on Netflix and movies. Oh my god, there is so much that I would love to do. I really can't answer that question. What character would I play? I mean, it'd be great to play like a crazy person, and I don't know, it'd be nice to play different roles, like different characters, because I like to pull off those characters, whether it's, you know, horror, thriller, drama, romance, something like that. I would like to do a little bit of everything, really. So it depends what it was and what I got offered on what, you know, I would do, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's not really something I've had asked me before. Most people never really said that to me, so thank you. Then John Swift asked, right, this is very important, so take your time and think. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Yes, 110% yes, it is my favourite. Tuna and pineapple is the best. Alpha Amiga, do you feel sometimes pressured from the YouTube community? I asked you then, are you talking about my supporters, followers, or other artists? And the answer is yes, I do feel pressured. Not all the time, but a lot of the pressure comes from within myself, because I always put pressure on myself to perform and do a really good job. And most of my videos, especially recently, are not really getting a lot of views, so there's pressure on myself there, thinking, what am I doing wrong, and how, can I get better to get more views and then get more of a sub increase? Then there's other channels out there that are smaller than me, and they're growing really fast and they're gaining ridiculous amount of subs overnight, and the views are just insane, and I'm just pressured to want to be able to do better like other people, but it never seems to happen. So I do find pressure that way, and I always find the pressure sort of, I get it from other artists, not as in they don't pressure me, but I mean I feel pressured to be better like others, or to impress them, because I want them to like me and know who I am and accept me and things like that. With my supporters and things, the only real time I feel pressure is if I said I would do something and something has come up. Then if people start moaning about it, then I feel pressured and I'm stressing then, and I'm thinking I can't do it, I haven't got time to do it, and then people are hating on me because I haven't done what I said I'd do, even though I very rarely miss uploads and plans and things like that. Or another time would be if I have to change my plans because something's come up, and I stress then about telling people because people are going to moan, and then it's like I'm feeling pressure on trying to get it all done, and I said I haven't got time to do that, or I haven't got time to do that, how can I fit it in? And then I'm pressured then to try and get it all done, and with the filming and the editing, and it gets a lot. But I think that would be kind of with YouTubers in general. But I think what makes it harder for us is that we need quiet, and so many disturbances. I mean, you might hear on this video my cat's jumping around or the odd thing past. I mean, it's literally 1:30 in the morning, but if I have to keep stopping every 2 seconds, the cat wants to jump down tonight because there seemed to be a pain, I'm never going to get through this video. So if you do hear an odd cat meow, please forgive me. Okay, hope that answers your question. The next part you said was, how much time do you spend in a week filming, editing and uploading? Now I know quite a few of you have asked similar as well. I spend a lot of hours. I mean, you have to keep active on all your platforms, Patreon, your social medias, and then you've got your affiliate links to work, you've got your Spotify's and things like that. Then you've got your YouTube channel itself, and then you've got the stories on there, you've got community posts, then you've got your videos. Then I've got another channel, my lifestyle channel, so I'm trying to find more time to fit more content into that channel. I'll pop a link to it above, so if you do want to go and check that one out, I say it's the real me, if you like. So head on there and subscribe to that and watch some of my videos. And that's quite a lot of work as well, and then it's trying to find time to do trigger videos for my Patreons, and then if I have someone join one of my other tiers on the Patreon, and then there's a special thing that I need to do for that person, that takes time. I plan all the time. I'm always kind of thinking about it. I never kind of stop thinking. Literally, it's searching for props, it's finding the right things, it's thinking of themes, thinking of ideas, then it's looking at my idea lists and thinking, which one shall I plan today? How shall I plan it? And if I just show you, this is my work folder. And in here we have wallets. Lots of wallets. Yeah, not showing you any more of that. In the back, I have ideas. If somebody asks for something, I will jot it down. If I think of something randomly, I would jot it down. Then I have like a medical list idea, and I have a trigger list idea. Then I have like just all other video ideas. Then I literally plan out, so I have like certain series that I'm still working on in one folder. Then I have sort of like types in another folder, and then I have like ones that I'm filming now and go through like that. That's quite time consuming too, and then I have to get in the mood to what I film, so I have to assess which ones I've got and then figure out which I'm going to do. I don't do scripts, they're literally notes. So something like I'll do like a welcome and brief you what I need to, what I'm doing, just in case I sort of lose track. I can just have a quick look and see where I'm at, just so I don't miss anything out. It also helps with my motivation, that does. So I'm doing that, and then obviously filming is a nightmare, and I have to film at the moment through the night, and to be honest it's probably the better time anyway. But if you watch me on Instagram, you'll hear me have rants about the terrible noise at the pub, the neighbours, the lorries, the shop, the noisy cars and noisy bikes. It is horrendous. Then the cats, then my fridge. And because at the moment it's like a through lounge diner, and then the kitchen hasn't actually got a door on it, so I can hear the fridge every time it kicks in. I think it's really noisy, and I have to wait for it to noise to stop before I can start filming. And then if I make an error myself as well, which recently I keep into making errors all the time, I think I've just been so stressed that literally everything's annoying me, and it's just things, I seem to be so slow. I was just doing really good, but I think it's got really hot. It cooled down a bit, but now it's warm again today. All that I think has added to me slowing down, the stress of all the things that I've had to go through recently. It's just been, I think, a lot to me, and I think that's why I'm a bit drained. But so filming a video could take anywhere from an hour to 2, depending on actually on the length of the video, how many mistakes, how many cat jumps down, which you might have heard a bit ago, meowing and scratching and turning around in boxes. Like you've probably just heard that then, the cat's running around. But if I'm doing a proper video, I wouldn't want you to hear that. Whereas in this, I'm not too concerned as such. So then obviously I've got to take everything off the camera, take everything off my laptop for the audio, transfer it all over to the main computer. Then if I need to edit my audio, then I get my audio, sort the background, put it into my editing software, and I have to match the audio. Then I edit the video, and depending on the length of the video, how many mistakes of the video, if I'm not happy, if there's bits that need to be turned down, or all sorts of different things, then I need to try and find the right bit so when it blends over it doesn't look stupid, like going from one side to the other side. I like to sort of keep it quite a close blend. If I'm doing green screen, it is a nightmare, which is why I try not to do green screen, because it's just too much hard work, stress for me. It's hotter because I've got all the other lights out, and then editing it is an absolute nightmare, and it's just it's draining. So then that could take me anywhere from usually about 2 hours plus, probably. 3 hours maybe, sometimes less, sometimes a lot longer, depending what I'm editing. I have got a lot quicker with it these days though, but there's still moments where I'm, especially if there's a lot of bangs and certain things when I'm, messing with the mics and things like that. And then obviously I got to render it, but I'm fortunate that we've got a really good computer, so that's quite quick. So it still can take a little bit depending on the length of obviously the video. Then once it's rendered, I've got to upload it to YouTube, but I'm lucky again with fast internet, so that's usually quite quick, even though recently it seems to have gone naff. Something to do with Virgin's playing up though. That's the broadband provider. But usually it's quite quick, and then it's the processing, but then I have to do a thumbnail, then I have to put the tags in, fill out my description boxes, find a title, then have to share it everywhere, then try to mingle in the process as well and put regular content on Instagram and stuff like that. I probably never stop at all doing something, where it's thinking, planning, writing, looking for props, trying the props out. There's a lot. Hours. I can't put an hour on it. Like, I can't give you a time because it's just lots of hours. People think, oh, it's nothing, it's just quick, this, that and the other. But it's not. I have to set all this up. It takes a good 20 minutes sometimes to set it all up. Then I have to take it all down, which is probably about another 20 minutes. Might even be a bit less than that. 10 to 20 minutes. And then I have to make sure it's right, like everything positioned right, and the lighting's got to be right, the mics have got to be right, and everything, and then props everywhere, and depend what type of video I'm doing and where you've got to be situated and where I move everything. Yeah, there's a lot to it. It's very time consuming, but I enjoy it. So Mark Bellayer, biggest pet peeve on your job. So I take it you mean what annoys me the most doing YouTube. Probably the one thing that annoys me the most is noise with ASMR content. Any bit of noise, like my cat now is going in this box. This Amazon box that's on top of my dragon's viv, and he goes up there, and he's quite big, and he fits into this small box, and he constantly just moves, and it creaks, and I can't cut it out of the video. It's so stressful. So things like that, or cats jumping down, cats running around, cat meowing, cat drinking, cats eating biscuits, which is why I don't leave the biscuits out now. My fridge, lorries, motorbikes, cars, the pub, neighbours, the list goes on. Pet peeve for filming is noise. Really bad noise. Does my head in. Okay. The new usual. If you could do anything besides ASMR, what would it be and why? Thanks for your question. An actress, because I don't know, I just love the idea of it. I've always loved the idea of it, to act, to get into character and just feel it and enjoy it, you know. I'm quite creative and artistic. I'm very expressive, and I don't know, I've just got, I could just feel it, like I feel it's what I need and want to be doing. I don't know why, but I'd love to do that. It's not that easy, is it really? But no, it's something like that. I just like the idea of, you know, being able to act and being with all those people, and I love celebrities, and I'd love, like, it's weird because I'm such a shy person, but the idea of it being known and being praised and like liking my acting and winning awards and stuff like that side of it as well, and meeting so many different people and providing entertainment for people. It's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. I don't know, I just feel like it would be so much fun and good. And I'll be on the TV, if you like, instead of me watching the TV. I hope that helps. L'Oreal de Bruin, I think I pronounced that right. Do you have a job outside of ASMR? No, I don't. I do home educate my kids though, but this is my main career. But I am a mum and I home educate them. Jamie Goddard, what makes you decide what role play you do? Nothing really, I just pick. So it depends what mood I'm in. I will have a flick through my folder and I'll see what takes my fancy, what I fancy doing. I film in bulk, so I was doing 2 days a week, filming about 3 a night, so 6 a week. Recently I haven't been able to do that with the excessive heat and just the stress and everything like that, so I try and get as much done as I can in a week. But I do it so I have them built up, backed up, so they're there to go back to. I mean, at the moment I've still got quite a lot already filmed, and they're all been filmed months ago, some of them have, and I just film and then I pick which ones I want to upload as and when I go. I have a look through my stash and then I see what do I need next, or what would I like to put up first, and if I haven't got anything like that, let me do something. It just depends really. I just kind of go with it, and or just search literally through my planning folder and then think, oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to film that one, and just go from there. But I'm always thinking constantly about what I can film. Thank you. Mark B. Layer, do you edit your own videos or do you have someone to help you with the task? Thanks for your question. I do edit my own videos. I don't have anyone to help me at all. Anything and everything that you see is all me, from learning how to record, film, equipment, editing, rendering. I mean, hubby is good and managed to sort out certain settings and things for me, so he does that side of it. If I need, say, the cameras on the camera settings changing, or setting on my, my recording and stuff like that, he will do that. But I literally have taught myself how to edit. And I'm by far no genius, and there's a lot to learn. I mean, a lot to learn. I mean, I've even taught myself how to use Photoshop, and and that's still minimal. There's a lot to learn. And these artists out there do like such amazing effects and stuff like that, and I would love to do that, and I just haven't got a clue, and I haven't got the patience. I would love an editor though, but no, I do it all myself. Okay, a few people have asked me how old I am, so I'll tell you it's 34. I'm 35 in January, and I am a Capricorn. A lot of you have been asking me as well what got me into ASMR. Basically, I came across Emma Whispers Red on a daytime TV show in the UK, and I was really interested about what she was talking about, and she was, found her really fascinating and relaxing. And I remember she had one of those head massage things and put it on this presenter's head, and he was just a little bit like giggly about it. But I was trying to listen to what she was trying to explain, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to look at that. I think the next day or something like that, I was like, who was that woman? And I tried searching, I was going back, and I tried to look on YouTube for the channel, and I searched everywhere and I couldn't find it for the life of me. And I was thinking, what was her name? And in the end I come across her. Don't know how, I just did. Followed her. Then I had the best sleep ever. probably about 3, 4 years ago now, I think, something like that. Probably about 3 years. And I don't know, she was just a massive inspiration to me, Emma. I mean, she's absolutely wonderful. I love her. She just helped me and inspired me so much. Helped with my mental health and just my life, and helped me sleep. And she just seems such a lovely, caring person. And then I come across Gentle Whispering, and then obviously others, and it was Emma, really. I felt like she gave me the courage to kind of do something. I mean, not personally, because I wasn't talking to her at that point. But in a way, for years I wanted to do something on YouTube, and I've always wanted to help people, and I never knew what I wanted to do in life. You know, I never really had anything that I can say was like me and mine. And I was getting my confidence a bit, and I kept doing the little live on like Facebook, and you know, talking about certain things and topics and that, or doing a few little videos for my lifestyle channel, which most of them have been deleted. Just a bit of practice. And then I saw Gentle Whispering had posted about tips for becoming an ASMR artist, and I watched all the video. I think there's 3 of them. I watched them, and I just said to my husband, "Do you think I could do that?" He just looked at me and he was like, "Well, no, I think I can do that, so I'll give it a go." So I started with audio, just audio only, and then I went on to using a webcam and all that. But if you watch the 50k celebration part 1, I have a little talk in there about how my equipment changed and my style and things like that. So yeah, good to check that out. So thank you to everybody who's asked all the same questions as well. But there's so many that have asked the same thing. Sometimes I'll address something, but then I'll, you know, just give you an overall. Paula Jacko asked, what was your dream job growing up? Who are some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to ASMR artists? If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Thanks for your questions. Okay. When I was growing up, I wanted to be all sorts of different things, if I'm honest. And I think it has swapped and changed, like always. I mean, I never stuck at anything properly at college. I mean, I went round about 4 different college courses and A-levels before I even decided what I wanted to do. I'm so indecisive. And obviously with my mental health and things, I couldn't really stick at anything. But if we're going back to when I was like a young child, I probably wanted to be like a teacher. I've always wanted to be a mum. I know it's not a job, but I mean, for some reason that's one thing I always wanted to be. But I did want to be a teacher. And I think as I was getting a bit older, like a vet, and I think at one point a meteorologist. Yeah, I don't really know. And then I kind of just changed, and I wanted to be like something to do with science, forensic, you know, soccos, detectives, police, things like that. I don't know. And then I changed my mind. I wanted to do like travelling and cabin crew, even though I hate flying. I don't know, I've swapped and changed so many things, but yeah. But my dream job overall would be to be an actress. Yeah. And if you can travel anywhere in the world, well, I would like to visit all the states in America, the ones that I haven't been to. I've only been to Florida and New York. I'm not really an Australian fan, but if I had the choice to go, then I would go. But I would like to go to like places like Maldives, Mauritius, Mexico, Jamaica, and I'm trying to think at the top of my head here, some places. Bali, Thailand looks quite nice. I don't know. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't think of places, but yeah, somewhere like that. And I would like to go to certain places. Like Holland again. I would like to go there to visit the things like the tulips, the windmills, and all the things that I did when I was at school. I've been to Greece quite a few times. But yeah, if somebody said to me, right, here's some money, where do you want to go on holiday? My automatic choice would be, I want to go to Florida, I want to go to Disney. But if it was other than that, I mean, I don't know, I just want to travel around the States, like LA and San Diego and Vegas and San Francisco and just all of them. Wouldn't mind going to Canada again. Oh, I don't know, I'd like to go everywhere. Biggest inspirations. Okay, so obviously Emma, Whispers Red, Maria, Gentle Whispering. They are like two big, massive inspirations. But then there's so many artists that I like, and all the ones that I like inspire me in different ways, if that makes sense. So I have them all that I watch, and I have watched most of them for years, and I respect them so much, which is why I just would love to be accepted by them. Now I do speak to some of them, but I would just like all of them to just know me and like me and respect me the way I've just liked them for years. They were like my heroes, if you like, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm like a celebrity fan, or like people that I like on YouTube and they comment to me and like my posts and stuff. Same with actors and singers. That just like makes my day. I know it's sad, but it just does. I would just like them to me, like genuinely. If somebody liked it, it's like, oh my god, GB just liked my comment the other day. Scottish. She was on a live and I said hello and she said hello to me. I was like, oh my god, like I was going to my husband, Lauren said hello. He was laughing at me. And then it was like Lucy when she Creative Calm was on live and she was having a chat with me about stuff. I was like, oh my god, she's chatting to me. She never spoke to me before. Things like that. And yeah, it's really, really they all inspire me in different ways, and I like so many artists. I mean, Karuna's a big inspiration to me, and I mean, she's been through so much. She's very outspoken about stuff and down to earth, and she's been through it. She gets it. Do you know what I mean? And she's really worked her butt off to get to where she is. And when I've listened to her story and things like that, it is, wow, powerful. And a lot of it, I can relate to some of it. Yeah, and it's very, she's very inspirational to me. I think she's amazing. I really do. But I love like Sophie Michelle. I like obviously Vet. There's August, ASMR August. I like ASMR Glow. Obviously, Creative Calm and Scottish Murmurs. And I need to get my list up now so I can tell you. These are my go-to and my ones that I watch. Lottie, love Lottie. I'm quite liking Whisper Audio ASMR as well recently. can't pronounce it, but I think it's pronounced semi-eyed cocoa. Semi-eyed cocoa, I think. Yeah, she's got big really quick, she has. But yeah, I'm liking her as well at the moment. Oh, and I can't pronounce his name, but I'm going to try. He's going to laugh at me when he sees this. Right, ASMR Zeitgeist. Is that how you pronounce it? I absolutely love him. He is such a nice guy. He really is a nice guy. Yeah, I really like him. His work is incredible. It just fascinates me how much time and effort, and his work's so immaculate, and the sounds and the visuals, it's absolutely incredible. He's such a nice guy as well. I get on really well with him. Rapunzel, and she's brilliant. Absolutely love her. You know, she always inspires me with her videos, and she'll get on well with her. I like Maddie. I don't know, I can't think of any. I think there's a smaller channel. I have done a collab with her before. Her name's Official Rainer Tamarin ASMR. I can't pronounce it. Official Rainer Tamarin. Official Rainer Tamarin ASMR. That's painful. I can't say Tamarin, but she is amazing. She's just made 1k subs, so congratulations. But I want to mention her because she's such an amazing woman, really is, and her work is actually fascinating, and her work is so good. And when we worked together, her part was so good. She's so creative. She's full of ideas. She's very artistic, really good at acting. And she puts so much time and effort into it. And she's so underrated. She really is. I'm so glad that she's just got to 1k subscribers. Made my day when I heard about that. And she deserves it. She's really, really nice. I'll put a link up to her channel on there. But, you know, I mean, I like loads of other smaller channels as well. But no, she's really, you know, really nice. She is. Jo DeMaria ASMR, I'm really good friends with her as well. I really like her. Me and her do some good collabs, and we have some good ones planned. And obviously Yvette, I love Yvette so much. I love her videos. But there's so many. I mean, all you have to do is literally look here and look at all my subscriptions. I mean, I've got Tippy Tappy's great, Jim ASMR, you know. They've all got their own thing that inspires me, encourages me, and that I like and listen to. You know, there's other ones that I think their work is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily an inspiration for me, or it's not necessarily something that, you know, helps me to sleep or relax, but I think their work's good. You know, like GB, for example. You know, she's great. I mean, I have never personally spoken to her. You know, she's really great with the content. She's got good videos, and I like watching her videos just to sort of like chill out, more than relax or anything like that. I don't really use it for that purpose, but you know, she does some good things. But you know, things like Lucy, I love the way she does certain characters, especially Bridget Jones. Oh my goodness, I wish she would do Bridget Jones again. Absolutely amazing. Cracks me up every time. But certain videos like that I'll watch because it's like an escape and a bit like a mini movie, which some artists, I'll do that. I'll watch it for that purpose. You know, for me, it's not just all about sleep, tingles, relaxation. It's about the whole package. So I hope that's kind of answered all the questions when people have obviously asked me about favourite artists. There are so many that it's hard to remember who. CFU Gaming. Do you think in the future YouTube will make ASMR a category? Like example with gaming, entertainment, etc. Now, I don't know. I hope so, because that would be a massive help, I think. Because we haven't got our own category, I think it's harder for people to find certain channels. So obviously you've got the big channels already, so they get noticed first. And then you've got others going through. There are so many new artists coming out now, and you're all competing against each other, really. And it's, you know, you're overflowing it, but you're in the same category as, say, either people under entertainment or under people. Depends where you put your thing. I think mine's under people. Some put it under entertainment. But think of all them others in that category. So all the other genres, like beauty, for example, that could be under people. But think of that, and then you've got ASMR, which is all in that as well. And then there's so many ASMR artists now, and more coming out. So I think it needs to be an ASMR as a category. Then all the ASMR artists are a lot easier to find. But it just would work. I think it will work that way, and it will just give us a little bit of importance, you know, to show that our category is important. Even if they put it under, say, relaxation or something like that, and then things like guided meditation and stuff will come up as well. You know, something like that I think would be, you know, workable. I think that, you know, we should be entitled to that. Least favourite triggers, you said as well. Tapping annoys me. I can't listen to tapping in a video. I'll sit there and tap myself, which gets really annoying, but I do that, but I don't like listening to it. But the worst thing that makes me cringe is mouth sounds, and just, I don't know what it is. It's just that, and all that kind of stuff, I don't know, and like, I can't watch somebody eat and all that sloppy mess. It's just too dirty. I just feel like I need to clean everything up, you know, and the sound of it, I don't know. Don't like it at all. Don't know why, it just makes me feel strange in a horrible way. Thank you. Nilan Jassa Kundu asked, do you get bored whilst doing long ASMR videos? No, I never, ever, ever get bored when I'm filming a video. I don't have time to get bored. Bear in mind, all my videos take a good hour to 2 hours or so to film anyway. But obviously, if they're longer videos, it takes the longer time, and vice versa. I don't get bored because I'm always doing something, and I need to make sure it's right. I'm stopping and starting for noise. Then it's trying to make sure it's right, and then I've got like certain points to go through, and I want to go through it, but I don't get bored because I enjoy it, and I always imagine that there is an actual person there. Basically, and just go with it. So no, I don't get bored at all. Thank you. Okay, so Anita Valia, thank you for being a member of my channel. Really appreciate it. And you've asked me, do you plan out what role plays go on Spotify? Hang on a minute. I need to read that again. My questions are, do you plan out what role plays go on Spotify so more people stay watching your channel and not just using Spotify? Do you have more role plays you want to put on Spotify or the platforms? Can we have any hints? So happy after the way this year started for you, your channel's grown so much. Thank you. Okay, so basically I'm quite new with the Spotify and things. It's been a bit awkward for me to find out. I went with one distributor and they haven't been very good. I did a measuring album and they popped the content out where it needed to be. They were terrible at getting in touch with. It's cost a fortune, which it does, it's expensive. And they were charging me like £30 per album or something that I put on. And then if nobody sees it, it's just money down the drain, basically. So all them videos were already on my channel and I just turned them into audio and put them on there. but since I changed distributor, that album is still on there, so you can still get access to it. I'm now with a good distributor, and that's why some places I come up as my real name rather than my channel name, which is really annoying. But from now on, everything is going to be in the links that you see in my descriptions, and under me. So for example, I think Spotify, I'm under Nicola Passy. So if you search Nicola Passy in the future, all my videos that I put on Spotify, iTunes, blah blah, are going to be under that name, not under my Be Brave Be You ASMR. Some of them, I think, like Amazon and iTunes, I think still link it with my name. They kind of, it shows up both. I don't know. It's just a bit awkward, and I haven't took down the measuring album just because I know people do listen to it, and I didn't want to take it down and, you know, annoy people and that, as it, you know, it is causing the confusion, because if I didn't have that on as well, it would make life a lot easier for people to see where I'm at. But I am planning on putting more out there. It's just been a really busy year. I've had lots going on. I've still got lots going on. And obviously my main priority is getting content out for my channel. And then I will turn some in to audio to put on my Spotify. And it was only because it was costing me a fortune and nobody was really seeing anything that I wasn't willing to pay out more. But I did an exclusive ear cleaning video which went on not so long ago. It's gone on Spotify, and what you will find under my real name, and it's on iTunes, Amazon Music, and you buy it on Amazon and stuff like that. And that's an ear cleaning exclusive role play. But I will be doing a summer collection. So what it will be is a collection of some of my role plays that I've done through this summer and put them together in one collection, and I will do that, and I need to find time to do that. It's just so hectic trying to fit everything in. I just need to get them, change it into that, and I think, you know, I pay so much a year now, I don't know, I need to look into it, because I don't want to put an album out, it's going to cost me 30 quid and then no one's going to see it, if you know what I mean. Especially at the moment, it's not cost effective. That's why I don't do a lot of it much, and it is time consuming. And I will be doing a doll head collection as well, so all my doll head videos I will be putting in one album, and I'll be releasing that as well. Them are the ones that I plan to do soon, and I think it will be easier for me to do probably like seasonal type of releases, or a certain thing like doll head collection, or I don't know, something else collection, but we'll see on that. But I do plan to. But obviously my main platform is YouTube, so obviously that's where I keep it, because my work is on camera. I like being on camera and doing it, but I will change that for people who like to listen, because I'm a person who doesn't really watch ASMR unless I'm watching it for a purpose, and to watch it because it's fun to watch, you know, or certain things I like to just listen. So I can see why being on Spotify and things would be an advantage. So it's not that I don't want it on there, it's literally all it's been, it's time and money, to be honest. But you know, I've been monitoring, seeing how my views have been going on the ones that are on there, you see, and I don't get a lot with it, not a lot of views at all. And if it's charging me so much and I'm really not going to get many views from it, it's kind of a waste of time. But I will be doing the summer collection, and I will be doing the doll collection, and I will get it out as soon as I can, I promise you that. I will try and do it, just with my mum and then the house and stuff like that. It's just a little bit hectic at the minute. But don't worry, it will be coming. Sus Gwyn, have you thought about movie acting? Yes, always. You would make the best superhero or DC comic character. I love your work. Oh, thank you so much. It means a lot, that does. But I'd just love to. I know, I'd love that. But I have made my own superhero, you know, if you've been watching. So far, there's been 2 parts gone on. I was very sneaky with how I've done it because I didn't want to make it too obvious what I was doing to start with. So there's 2 videos on there. I have filmed the 3rd, but I haven't edited yet, and I need to find a day to put it on so you'll know a bit more. That's 3-part origin. And then I am due to film at some point over the next week or so part 4, which is sort of the final stage of the origin, really. And then I will actually be dressed as the superhero, and I can't wait. And then the sort of videos that I've got to plan out, I've just got notes for it at the moment, but I've got videos to plan out as storyline, and then also as the character videos. For example, so and so measures you, etc. But you will know more when part 3 grows up, and then when I do part 4, that's the big reveal. Mark Bell Ayer has asked me, I noticed that you recently got a 3DO mic with them ears. What are your thoughts about using it? Yes, I love it, and I don't really use it that often because I find it doesn't sound very clear, but it's really good for, say, triggers and up-in-ear sounds and like ear cleaning. And it's a little bit awkward because it's a middle kind of mic, which is why I used to struggle with the Yeti. It's middle. So when I'm trying to get in your ear, sorry about that, just not the mic. I'm trying to get in your ear, but it's here. It's not quite the same, and I haven't mastered the positioning of it yet. But I will use it more. You also said, I'll be getting a new mukbang video soon. No. I did the chicken wing challenge, the hot wing challenge. So I sort of said this is my version of mukbang. It wasn't really anything like it, but no, I don't do that. But there you go. Thank you. Gabby, are you more of a dog or cat person? Do you own any pets? Do I own any pets? Yes, I have a bearded dragon called Crackle. I have 2 dogs, Toby and Willow. Then I have 5 cats. I have a ragdoll, a black and white cat. I have a white and tabby cat. So they're both moggies. Then I have a Maine Coon, and I have a Persian. We did have a rabbit as well, but we had to put him to sleep about a year ago. And then I lost my other Labrador, who was Bella, a year ago. And then we had Willow when she'd left me. I don't know. I have more cats than dogs. I grew up with cats, like lots of cats. Everyone calls me the crazy cat lady. But I love dogs as well. That's a really hard question. Too hard question. Both. Sarah Jane asked, hey Nicola, when you do collab videos, how do you plan them out with other artists? And do you get ASMR from your own videos? Thanks, smiley face. Thank you for being a loyal Patreon and a channel member. Really appreciate it. No, I don't get ASMR from my own videos. To be honest, I don't experience ASMR as such. I mean, I find it difficult sometimes to understand myself. I mean, if you mean the tingly kind of sensation there, I don't really get that at all. It helps me sleep and relax. Watching myself can be a bit annoying, and obviously I'm editing, so I'm concentrate on listening to the sounds and did I like that or did I not like that? That kind of stuff, really. But the last couple of times I've been editing, probably the last couple of weeks, I've noticed I do feel a little bit sleepy when I'm watching. If I've been doing like my face and stuff like that, I don't know whether that's because I'm bored of editing or it makes me feel relaxed, but no, I don't. And the other question, collabs, yeah, well, what we do, we talk, message, we go in our group chats, or we go chat one-to-one. I do voice notes on Instagram, Facebook, and we just chat about it, and we both come up with ideas. And you know, it's easier when we voice note and chit chat to people because it's easy to explain. Me and Yvette usually do go really into depth on things. We want to know everything. I love working with Yvette, she's amazing. They're just the way we plan it and everything. I've got a couple of collabs coming up. I've actually got quite a few collabs coming up. I've had to drop out of one because I just couldn't think of any ideas and I just didn't have time to do it on top of everything else. But I have a few coming up and I will be on other people's channels. And then I do have a couple coming up on my channel as well. So watch this space. There will be more. We just plan and chat and write notes and go from there, really. Gerard Grumney, is there a story behind Be Brave, Be You? Yeah, there is. So basically, I'm sure you're aware by now that I have mental health issues, quite severe complex issues, and several diagnoses, and I've experienced self-harm and suicidal behaviours, intentions, thoughts, etc. And I've gone through all sorts of different things with, you know what I mean, also like through psychosis and all sorts of things like that. So I'm really passionate about mental health, and I recently got diagnosed with autism. Then I've got other health issues as well, and then I've had a hysterectomy, and so I've got no ladies' bits down there now, and I've always felt judged growing up by family, friends, just people in general, and I was always afraid to be who I am, and I was ashamed to be who I am because I had issues. You know, and I always tried to cover it up, and I wasn't brave enough to be me, you know, and to accept that this is me and that I have these issues. And then one day I was like, you know, I really want to help people, you know, and I am me, and I'm like, stuff everybody else. This is me. I'm proud to be me. No matter what anybody says, it's not going to bring me down. This is me. I'm proud of me. And I'm brave to be me. And my message is to people, be brave and be you. So just own it. Be brave and accept who you are and be who you are. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Just don't be. So that's when it links up with that tattoo. And that one, you can do anything you set your mind to. They all link together. It's so important. And it's, you know, it's so wrapped around mental health and abuse and things like that, you know. Don't worry now. It's time to own it. Time to be brave and be you and speak out. In a nutshell. Thank you. Mandy asked, what are your favourite type of ASMR videos to make and to watch? To make, I don't know. I like to do anything, really. I like medicals and spa videos, and I like to get creative, and like, you know, the Cheshire Cat, or like the witch, the mermaid, and think up some random things. I don't know, pretty much like filming all sorts of things. The only things that stress me out a little is if I've got to do green screen, or if I've got to go full on like total like makeup, because then I can only do the one video then. I just feel like that's wasting my time a bit. But yeah, I like all that. And to watch, I like watching anything. I mean, I think it depends on the artist as well, on what I like to watch. Like August, she does really amazing face exams, and she was the first time I ever thought, oh, I feel a bit tingly and like chilly in my neck, like calm. Just from doing all these things on the face, and that was it then. This was only quite recently. And I thought, oh, I like that. And I had to watch it. And I don't really like watching the videos. I don't know what it was. It's just really... And I was like, it's really quick. Boom, gone. Ear cleanings are my absolute fave, or messing with my ears or some sort, of like my scalp. So like your medicals are quite nice, especially when it's all quite close in your ear type thing, or around your head, and just being assessed. I think I quite like that. But I like listening to anything because my tastes change, you know, like, I mean, I quite like hairdressing videos and stuff like that. I don't really know. I go through phases, I think. And I like it sometimes because I can literally like, I like to watch ones as well, and then some of them like chill me out, or they're a laugh, or it's someone's done a character and I like to watch it. So yeah, it really just does depend. Thank you. Elizabeth Smith said, is YouTube your career, or do you have something else? You give off amazing mental health sector vibes. Thank you. YouTube is my career. I don't have any other job at all. I'm actually a beauty and holistic therapist. I was fully qualified and trained in that many years ago now. And I've worked in a lot of places and for myself, and you know, and you kind of never lose that. Plus I'm always in spas and things and hairdressers, so I pick up a lot of knowledge that way. And then any medical things, it's usually because I've experienced it, or I've known of it, I've got knowledge of it, know somebody with it, and I've done research and stuff like that. But it's because I've got so much mental health problems myself. That's probably what it is. I've been in and out of the system all the time, privately and through the NHS, and I tell you, the NHS are not very good mentally, especially around here. I've had a right game of trying to get help. I'm not going to go into that on this video, but I probably am like that because I am so passionate about mental health and being who you are and accepting it, and I'm not ashamed to talk about my problems at all. I used to be, but I'm not anymore, and I own it because at the end of the day, it's who I am, and why should I be ashamed? And you know, if I give off that vibe, then in a way I'm glad about that, because I want to help people, make them feel better and feel like they can speak out to me and things like that. So Taylor Taco Bell Dog, funky name. Hello there. Are you related to, or have you ever met anyone famous? No, I'm not related to anybody famous. I have met some famous people. Nobody amazing, but I met Peter Andre once a few years ago. I met him and had a hug, and he signed my book, and he had a bit of a chat. We didn't want to go, we were chatting, and then he's not his boss, he's the one who used to drive him around everywhere. He says, come on, move on now. I was like, we're in the middle of a convo here. It was really interesting chatting. He was just telling us to go. I was like, oh, really? Oh, he's lovely. Really was lovely. So nice. And then, what did I do then? Who I met? As you know, I'm a PLL fan. I went to a convention, I think in 2018, and I met Sasha, Troyan, Keegan, Ian, I think it's Brant, I think it is. I met all those. Then I saw and sort of met Hudson, which is Sasha's husband, and then Patrick, which is Troyan's husband, which was like, wow, so amazing. And I met them all, chatted, had pictures. Oh, it was great. Absolutely loved it. I want to meet the rest of them. I mean, Ashley, I've always loved Ashley. She's my favourite. I'd like to meet her and Lucy and some of the other girls and Tyler and things like that. But you know, if that opportunity comes up, you never know. But they probably won't bother coming back to the UK anymore. Not now the show's over with. But you know, thank you. Injured Angel asked, what's your biggest dream? I don't know. I don't know really what you call a dream. I mean, I want to be successful, known, happy. I'd love to be an actress, to be accepted, you know, big ASM artist that helps people. Yeah, I don't know really. So many things. And it depends if it's classed as a dream or I don't know. Thank you. Okay, so Weezer32, what do you do for work? What have you done previously? Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I don't work at all, and I am a trade beauty holistic therapist, nails and things like that. So I have worked in that industry. I have also done Ann Summers parties. I don't know whether you've heard of Ann Summers. It's a lingerie, etc. company. I worked in a bar restaurant for a short time. I've worked in retail for years, so I've worked at it's a convenience store, but it's like a mini supermarket. And I've also worked in a book shop as well, big book game shop, stationery and things like that. And that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. And you also said, your role plays are so convincing that I'm sure one or more of them are your actual job at some point. Also, I'm interested in hearing about why you homeschool. Thank you. Well, thank you that I am convincing. That's good. I do try. Homeschool is just something I always wanted to do. I didn't know it was a thing. And I just said one day, I wish I could homeschool. And then I looked on the internet and I found out it was a thing. I was like, oh, I wish I could have been homeschooled. And I don't know. So many different reasons why. Some are personal, some are like obvious, political and kind of things. And then other sides are, they get one-to-one, they're happy, they get to be them and grow with their ability. It fits our lifestyle perfectly. My daughter's got autism as well, and sensory issues and some anxiety issues, so it works well for her. And my son, we think he's dyslexic or some kind of high functioning autism or something, but he's not officially diagnosed. But it just suits our lifestyle, it just fits with everything perfectly. Now I'm doing obviously YouTube as well, it fits in more. And it's just great because we get up, we do work, then, you know, I can do my work, then, I don't know, it just slots in nicely and we go out and about. And, you know, not much at the minute, we can't be going anywhere because of, you know, obviously COVID and stuff. But yeah, I just don't know, I just wanted to. I want kids to be kids for longer than they need, you know, they should be. They grow up too quick. You know, kids start school way too early over here, I think, and there's too much pressure and stress and exams and lots of homework and stuff, you know. And I do learn and pick up things well myself, and I'm learning with them some things, and they're so intelligent, especially my son. It's hard to explain, it's just something that I wanted to do, and I've never looked back, and I'm happy doing it, and my plan is to continue to do it. Thank you. I'm going to try and pronounce this. Kateria said, what's the hardest thing you've had to deal with being a YouTube creator? How did you overcome it? What is one of your most special moments? Okay, so I'd say it's getting the confidence to be on camera. That was hard. Then the interaction with people, knowing what people are going to be like how their reaction are. Sometimes it's the comments, some comments are just ridiculous. They're so hilarious. It just makes me laugh, some of them. That's really that can be annoying, and sometimes it can make you judge yourself and judge your work. But I've come to a conclusion that you can't please everybody, and I have to go with the majority, and I have to stick to a variety on the channel. And some people will go, oh, you do too much of this, oh, you don't do enough of that, or oh, you don't do this. And I put different content out and nobody watches it. This is what I was having a chat with to Yvette earlier. If I put out a video, say that's totally different, which I like to do different, and add in new videos here and there, hardly anybody watches it. Especially at the moment, my views are just terrible. And then I put out typical type of videos that people on my channel seem to like, and then people watch that video. There's so many videos that I've worked so hard on that have hardly been seen. It's been really gutting, really has. But it doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing them. It's just, that is quite difficult for me. And then it's people nitpicking on little things like, what's that, or why have you done that, or how have you done that? People going on about my facial expressions, get over it. I'm expressive. It's just me. This is what I'm like in real life. If you don't like it, then tough. Or people sitting there saying, I'm scary. Well, they really don't want to see me scary then if they think that's scary. And then when they say, gosh, she's aggressive. Aggressive, again, you don't want to see me aggressive. Some people make me laugh. It's like the way they interpret things. I'm like, really? Are you really that sad? Or you get scared that easily? And, that's what I said. Comments don't really faze me, because it's just some sad loser with no life, and you've got to pity them, really. You're going to get people who judge every single thing. They just feel like they need to be noticed after the time. But I think all YouTubers get hate, and anybody in the public eye get hate. It's just the way it is. But I think the hardest thing for me was obviously the hacking, and then the lack of support from YouTube. I think that was what the hardest was. It was like getting blood from a stone to try and get them to try and hurry up and sort it out and things. It was just horrific. That's got to be my worst experience, is obviously the hacking itself, but the fact of how YouTube dealt with the situation. There's just the form of contact there is just not really there. They just need to find a way of making it, easier to, contact and stuff. But, it was sorted in the end. And sometimes all the hard things being demonetised and deemed as sexual. It's nothing alike at all. Yet you'll see people being deliberately provocative, etc. in videos, and they still are monetised. Things like that are annoying. Special moments are, hitting milestones. I think it's amazing, and my first 1,000 was just insane. But then it's every 10,000 was a big achievement for me, and it still is. Every 10's a big thing. But it's literally every sub, it is just incredible, and all the views, everything's amazing. The journey is amazing. All the friends I've made, other artists, and artists that I've looked up to, and that have inspired me for years and helped me for years, that have taught to me. All of it, I absolutely love it. It's all amazing. To this date, you know, them are the things that really fascinate me. And when brands contact me to work with them, or gift me items so I can do that, and when people send me things from the PO box and stuff like that, that really means a lot. Little things like that, you know, it's really yeah, it's really good. All sorts of different things, and seeing all your comments, the good comments, the ones where I've helped you, or the compliments about me or my work, or just everything like that. It's absolutely incredible. I'd say them are the real best moments, is seeing how much I've helped you guys. That means so much to me. Yeah, so all those things are best moments so far. I don't think that will ever go. All the good comments, you know, and all the compliments and praises and all things like that, that will always be, and any milestone will always be a massive thing for me again, you know. And I always go in tens, so like every 10,000 is just a big massive thing for me. But then you've got your big milestones like your 50k and then your 100k and so on, and then just every 1,000, just everything, it's just all of it. I think everything is amazing, and then things will just never kind of go. And I'm guessing along the way there'll be other things that, you know, are going to be really special. Thank you. Salvia Divinorium, I hope I pronounced that right. Thanks for your questions. I've answered the others previously, but basically, do I have time to myself? Yes, I do have a lot of time for myself. A lot of you are going to be thinking how, because I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have a house, I have pets, I have family, I have issues that are going on, I have my own health and my own mental health, and, you know, I film all the time and I edit and do all this. That takes up most of my time. I home educate, I've got kids, I get it. And you're probably thinking I don't have time. And to be fair, you know, I do have time. I probably, you know, could do more time. But to be fair, I get bored. If I'm not doing anything, I'm bored. Like on a weekend, I had nothing to do. I was just watching some TV and I'd watch loads. And then I thought, oh no, let's just do like a little bit of some planning while I had 5 minutes. And then I carried on watching some TV again after I planned a couple of videos out. And I was happy with that. Then I went and had a bath and chilled out with my light on and my moonlight and just chilled, you know, and did all that. And it was fine. And I was happy then, you know. I just did my own thing. I go to the salon, you know, every 2 weeks. Have my nails done, my hair done every month. Okay, none of that happened during lockdown, but you get the point. I'll go to the salon massage or whatever as well. I'll go to the cafe, see the family, and, you know, at night time when I'm not filming, I am chilling out with hubby and watching a movie, watching a series, chatting, takeaway. Me and the kids and hubby all have dinner together every night at the table. And there's just times that I am just chilling for a bit and sit on the sofa and just doing nothing, you know. When things start opening up a little bit more, you know, we might actually be able to spend some time going out and about. But I am a very busy person and I need to keep busy, otherwise my mind thinks too much and then I start to get miserable. But I do like to rest as well, and if I don't, I get exhausted. So I keep being asked same question a lot on my videos in comments, and has come up a few times here in the questions as well. So I'm just going to address it as a whole. So you always ask me about this. This thing here. Now, I don't know why people really want to know this, to be honest, but I'll tell you anyway. I'm guessing it's a birthmark. I don't really know, to be honest. I can't really remember it being there when I was young. But I think it might have been, but it wasn't so prominent. I think it's got more prominent, noticeable as I've got older. I've burnt a lot here over the years in the sun. And I get really red if like the sun's on it for too long. And here it gets worse. Now, when my cats and my dogs and that jumping all over me, I get a lot of scratches, especially with my puppy. when she was a puppy. She scratched me all the time and it would make it really red, and then when the cat jumps on it, it makes it worse. But I just think over time it's just got pinker. Sometimes it's not as prominent. When I'm hotter, it seems to be more noticeable. And I said to my hubby, I was like, I don't actually know how long it's been there. Like, it's just years. It's just always been there. And I think I was looking through some pictures when I was like really like a lot younger, and it was there then, but just probably not as noticeable. But because I'm on camera and there's lights, and you know the camera's really good, it picks it up and makes it look more noticeable as well. But yeah, there's nothing there at all. I haven't had throat surgery or whatever. It's not from a piercing, it's not from anything. It's just simply a boring birthmark that changes with heat, sunburn, and if it gets scratched. Sorry to disappoint you guys. Brooke Jensen. What about ASMR in particular made you want to pursue that on your channel over anything like beauty and vlogging, etc.? Well, I've answered why I went into ASMR in the first place, and I did briefly mention about having another channel that I started first, which was doing beauty stuff. Now, I still want to do that. That's why I do have the other channel. So that is like your fashion, lifestyle, beauty, like unboxing reviews, vlogging, all sorts of random stuff. That is my other channel. So the ASMR is my like niche. This is what I want to be and what I want to do. And then my lifestyle channel is an add-on to this. So I get to do both, best of both worlds. But I have a set schedule on the ASMR channel, and that is my main focus. The lifestyle channel, I'm trying my best now to increase my uploads on there. I'm doing my very best to try and keep up with it, okay? Some things are filmed on my phone for that channel. Other times I'm sitting down like this. It really just depends on time and things. It's easy for me to put my phone out and film my phone. It's quite a good camera on my phone. I am looking at getting like a clip mic and things like that. But no, there's no particular reason. I like helping people, and I wanted to do ASMR. I don't know, I just went that way, and I preferred doing that than when I was putting those videos up of just me saying unboxing. Now I've got this platform, I can do that in the background a little bit, but it's not as busy as it is on his channel. My work goes into the ASMR. But yeah, that stuff is there. I am hoping to develop it a little bit more. You know, like a couple of other of the artists I know, they've got the two channels, but their main focus is obviously the ASMR. The other one is in the background, which is what this same is. Thank you. Joey Harwood, what is your favourite colour? Obviously it's pink. Pink, everything's pink. Yes, pink. Pink, pink, pink. Any pink is great. And you also said, what did you choose for GCSE options, and did you have to do EBAC? I've never heard of EBAC in my life, so that would be no. GCSEs, oh my goodness, you're asking me, that was years ago. I don't know, I did like double science, full RE, so that was RS, religious studies, history, art, textiles, French, English. Is that it? I think I've got 10 GCSEs in total, but the English is broken down to 2, and then the science is broken down to 2 as well, I think. I was torn between geography and history, and I mean, I'm just an art through and through, you know. I'm just music. I was torn at one point because I used to be in the choir and I used to sing and do stuff like that. So you're actually a really good singer, but that kind of went out the window. But yeah, something like that anyway. Thank you. Nicola Anastasia, do you practice in front of the camera? No, it did come naturally. So that's what you said. Or did it come naturally? Yes, it come naturally. Kind of nervous talking in front of the camera. You make it seem very easy and very professional. I wouldn't say it's easy. No, not to start with. It gets easier. you get used to it. I think it's just, I just got on with it, and you get comfortable, and you'll see if you watch part 1, you'll see how I was when I started out, how terrible I was. And now if you watch what I'm like now, you can see the difference. But I'm comfortable now in myself, in what I do, and I've learned how to address the camera and things like that. It just comes naturally now. And I think it was always there naturally anyway, but I think I was just too scared. But yeah, thank you. The ASMR Voyager said, do you speak any other foreign language? Nope. I can't. I'm terrible. I struggle with accents. I struggle with languages. I used to be really good at French, but then that just kind of went. They said I was bilingual at one point, that I could pick up any kind of language. That just completely went out the window. I'm just terrible. I can't understand accents or anything. Do I watch it in ASMRs in other languages? Never, because I wouldn't have a clue what they're on about. And I struggle sometimes with certain accents. I can't listen to it because I don't know what they're saying. Thank you. John Maloney said, love the detention series. Any chance you can do more? Yeah, I have got a lot planned out, and I have planned out another detention video. It is the follow-on, which is going to be like a thriller. A lot of my videos that I do have follow-ons planned, but I just haven't done them yet. As in, others take over priority. It doesn't mean I will never go back to them. Like the wedding planner series, I think I've got 2 more that I've planned that I need to do, which somebody else has asked about that earlier. So what I will do, probably next month, I'll get the few things that I need to do it. Then I'll do the video. You know, so I can start sort of trying to round that up a little bit. I don't know what I need to do. I think I might need to add a couple more on there, but the plan is to still do that. I haven't finished it. There's other ones that I want to add, like the crime scene one. I want to add the finale in after the autopsy. I want to say like the cause of death and, you know, what we're looking for and stuff, but I need to plan it out in my head first so I know how to give that information across. You know, I want to do like another science lab with looking at analysing the evidence and stuff like that. And there's a couple of other ones that I want to do. And then there's like, remember the fixing your Android Cassie? I've planned out another part of that which I want to do. I need to plan out Crystal Part 2, which is the mermaid. And I have got to do Doctor Who again at some point. Obviously my other ones are, you know, sometimes there's a follow-on, sometimes I'll just do a random other video. But I've got the detention one. I've still got the follow-on through the Psycho Girlfriend Kidnap. I have filmed that part. I will need to edit that and put it up at some point. But yeah, don't worry about them thinking... Don't ever think that because I haven't put it up, I don't plan on doing it, or I haven't thought about it. I have. They are there. I know what ones I need to follow on. Like Bates Motel one, I want to follow that on. It's just about finding the right time to do that video. Sometimes I just need to feel it before I film it. If I don't genuinely feel it, I don't want to film it. It just doesn't click in my mind. So then I'll do other stuff instead. And then if you get certain people like, oh, well, I've seen enough of that now, I want to see something else, I'll think, what have I got in my collection upstairs? What do I need to do to add to it? So it's more like that, really. Not the fact that I don't want to do it, but I will do it. I think I was starting to do like different random videos and that, and people moaning that there was just all this other stuff and not any medicals or spa-y videos. And then I go and do that, and then people moan again that you just can't please everybody. I mean, my type of roles are spa and medical things. My channel's always been that way, and then I add all other things in as we go along as well. And I always try to try new things, and I will keep trying new things and going back to old things and doing whispering more and soft spoken or normal speaking or inaudible, semi-audible, whatever. I will do that, you know, and I will try to incorporate other things and learn and grow and evolve and stuff. But no, I mean, I will. Somebody else has asked for that video, so I'll get on to do that. I'm going to go through actually what the plan is. I think I'm going to go through some of my videos that I've wrote out and look at the ones that are follow-ons that I need to do, so that I haven't been up for a while. So, like for example, I could do the baits, the detention, maybe Cassie or something like that. Do a few of them and have them in. But bear in mind, I've got a lot of other ones to film and to slot in. So if I haven't planned it yet, for example, I will go away and plan it and then it's there. But the detention one I have planned, so I'll just need to make time to film it. But like I said, at the moment, I've got so much going on and there's a lot to do. But it means that I've got ideas and I'm never out of ideas, because if I'm out of ideas, that's when trouble hits. Do you know what I mean? Because then I'm just stuck. So in my folder, I'm so glad that I have all these ideas, and I will always take on new ideas, and I'll, you know, do what I can to give you those, you know, role plays and things. But you know, they are there in my mind, don't think, especially if I've planned to do a follow-on, there will be a follow-on at some point. So don't think that there won't be. But I will plan to do the detention one. I think I have planned it out, I swear I have. I think I have, yeah, so I might do that one. And I can always do detention videos in the past that won't, I mean, in the future, that won't actually be like a thriller kind of detention like I plan this one to be. But you know, I still want to add a variety on here, you know, whether it's, you know, like things like your post office, your banks, your travel agents, you know, like you in a spa or on holiday, or friend ones, or dates, girlfriends and friend dates. You know, retail ones, spas, medicals, then your totally creative ones, or, you know, your alien ones, or superhero ones. Yeah, so I will be doing stuff like that, so don't worry about that. Taylor Taco Bell Dog also asked me, where are you from and have you ever been to America? Yes, I've been to America. I've been to Florida and I've been to New York, but I would like to go many more places. And I am from the UK, United Kingdom, Britain, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I am English from the UK. Thank you. Matt Iwen said, what does your friends and family think of ASMR? Do they know you make videos and do they watch your videos? They don't watch my videos. They know I make videos. And my friends and family, they don't understand ASMR at all. They think it's kind of weird, freaky, creepy, or they don't really get it. They cringe at the thought of me doing it, as in if they watch me, they cringe and think, oh my God, you know, I don't get it, I just don't get it. But I think it's because I'm on screen and I don't think they are used to that. Like I said to my hubby, like, what if I was on a movie on TV? Could you watch this? No, I couldn't, it's just weird. And then it's like when I showed him like the one that I did Doctor Who and stuff like that, and the Cheshire Cat, I thought it was amazing, like, it was me acting in that. He said he just couldn't watch it. It was just too cringy because it's me. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, really? But they don't understand that, and then people are not necessarily connected the way I am. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm all for like relaxation and things like that, whereas nobody else is really like that. And I don't really have a big family, and I don't really have any friends really outside of kind of like, you know, social media world. Sus G Win said, I found you through Yvette ASMR. Thank you. And I'm so glad. I especially love the medical collaboration that you guys did. Do you have any plans to do more together? Yes, and yes, lots. I think we planned out, well, we discussed a sci-fi one, but I don't know whether I'm just going to be doing that one on my own now. We're planning a medical one, and I think another medical type one But Yvette's been very busy at the moment with work and stuff like that, and everything that's been going on with me, we haven't really had time to do it. But we have spoken about things at length. When we are ready to proceed, we will plan it out properly, and then we'll start obviously doing that. But I will have a word with Yvette about it and doing it. But no, there is more on the way, don't worry about that. You know, I plan to work with Tippy Tappy again. I plan to work with Raina again. I plan to work, I think, with Sophie again, Punzel again. Plan to work with Jodie again. I think me and August are planning on working together. And then I've got some collabs with some other groups of people and things, and then whoever else wants to collab with me along the way, then, you know, if I fancy it, we'll do it. Anita Valier said again, if you're having a bad day, what is a beverage or food that you will find you generally have? A can or a glass bottle of Coke, and probably some chocolate, sweets, cake, something like that, really. I don't really know. And you also said, is it only when you're having a bad day that you eat and drink it? No, not really. What's a good drink you couldn't live without? Oh, I couldn't go without Coke ever. I mean, I always drink water now, but I do like a good glass of Sprite with ice. But I do love a can of Coke or a glass bottle of Coke. But I have to watch because put so much weight on, they do. But yeah, something like that anyway. Thank you. Addie Thomas said, did you go to college? Yes, I did. I briefly mentioned that to you earlier about different things that I did. My children ages are, my daughter's 8, nearly 9. My son is 11, and next year he'll be 12. Oh my God. Yeah. How long have you and your partner been together? I think about 13 years, maybe. 12, 13 years. But we've been married 10 years this month, at the end of the month. What part of the UK do you live in? I live in England, and we live in the West Midland region. Not near Birmingham, though. Further up than that. What was the most exciting thing that's ever happened to you? It does say read more, but I took a screenshot and I didn't press read more, so I don't know what else you've asked me, so I do apologise if there was more questions and I haven't answered them. If you comment on this video, if there was another question, you can comment to me and I will answer the question for you in the comments, okay, if there was other questions. I don't know what the most exciting things have happened to me, to be honest. I haven't really had a most exciting life. I mean, meeting the celebrities like Peter Andre and the PLL people is probably the best thing for me, thinking about it. That's a bit naff, isn't it? But that's what I'm going with. Thank you. Organ 22. You asked me about my mental health. Okay, so firstly, anything about my mental health and things like that, I will be discussing that on my lifestyle channel. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would highly recommend that you subscribe to that channel. There are probably things that come up that might not interest you. You know, I might say do a makeup video, or I might do a skincare video. I might talk about something that's happened to me. Then I might have, say, a mental health video. But then I might have, say, an unboxing video. Then I might do a haul. Then I might do a vlog. Then I might do a day trip somewhere. General chit chat. Then I might do some conspiracy things or something. I don't really know. So the best place for all that is to subscribe to the lifestyle channel. And I would love to do acting, as I've said previously. I haven't really tried to pursue it. I've looked into things. I went to do an interview for Hollyoaks, which is a soap in the UK, and I didn't go to the interview because I wimped out. Gutted. I was not confident enough at all. Wasn't the right time. I haven't seen, so I've looked at things like Star Now and stuff like that, and it's just really complicated to know what's legit, who's a good thing to do. Most want experience or like qualifications and stuff, and I haven't got any of that, so I've just got no chance. And I don't know what character or film or series or anything I want to be in, and I briefly mentioned that previously. Kimchi1970 asked, besides YouTube, do you still work outside of your home? If so, what's your job? Married, kids? If you change anything about your appearance, what would it be? Your top 3 ASMR list. Okay, so most of them I've already answered, so I won't answer any of those, but I did want to answer the one, what would you change about your appearance? Now, I don't really know, because obviously I'd like to be slimmer. Where I've had the hysterectomy, obviously I have it pouches in. I would like to get rid of that. And obviously that makes it harder for me to lose weight from there, because the way it kind of is like a pouch. I wanted my lips to be bigger and fuller, which I did that, and I don't think they did it very good. It seemed to have made all their swell up rather than the actual lips. They got better over time, and then obviously now they've settled a lot. But that's kind of put me off even attempting to kind of have it again. I was just hoping for a slight bit of definition, slight little, edging to make it look more prominent, and it just totally did not look like that at all. I always used to want a breast enlargement. Don't anymore, but I don't really know, to be honest. And then my skin, I wish my skin was better, and things like, like to probably a better nose. Just, I don't really know. When I start picking, I'll keep picking all day. I want to change everything then, but but then not really. I'll just get on with what I am, and what I am. Motley Crow, what is your favourite music artist? If I like a song, I like it. And I'm a person who listens to the words of a song more than just the tune. I do have different tastes and like to swap and change. But I do love Avril Lavigne. She's one of probably the best artist, I think, for me. She's like probably my just idol, and love her music, and her words are so powerful. I've gone to concerts, seen her several times in concert, absolutely love her. Yeah, I really like her. She's probably my favourite one. I just remember when she first come out, I was at school. I was so young then. I've grew up with her, but I think she's fascinating. Yeah, love her so much. Which places, countries would you like to visit someday? It's safe to travel again. Pretty much answered that before, really. America, Canada, Holland, and a few bits and places like that. Mentioned my pets already. What kind of hobbies do you have? None, really. I don't really have any hobbies at all. I go a bit mad sometimes collecting things. I've gone into plants at the moment. I'm collecting plants. Yeah, I don't really have any hobbies. What TV series do you love the most? Oh, that is a hard one. You can't ask me that question. I mean, there are so many. It used to be a soap, but what about all the shows that I watch on Netflix? I mean, got what was like Atypical, Sex Education, Designated Survivor, which I'm watching at the moment. Then I had The Order, then it was Doom Patrol, then it was Titans, The Umbrella Academy, you've got Sabrina, Dead to Me, Good Girls. The list is going on. There's just too many. I can't answer that. Are you tea or coffee person? Tea, definitely. I I would have a coffee maybe occasionally, but not really. I love tea and hot chocolate. Are there people that you're looking up to, like celebrity, politician, even a friend, family member, etc.? I don't particularly look up to anybody, to be honest. I'm me, and I just do me, and people inspire me in different ways for different reasons, and you know, I just kind of go with it. But I don't particularly look up to anybody as such. I just think people in general, like celebrities, are always my kind of thing. And I know that sounds really stupid to some, but I always look up to celebrities that I love, and I love their acting, not just the way they look. I mean, their acting, the way they come across in their roles and in their personality in the real life. And obviously following them on their own social media and stuff, they're the type of things that I do like, you know, that's just me. But I don't particularly look up to anybody really. Paige Hodgkiss asked me if you got biggest role model. Not really. Who pushes you to achieve the things you want in life? Well, myself, really. And then I think my husband is the main person that does. Has always pushed me to do what I want to do. And he'll help me do what I want to do if he can. Globob Oboglob. If sleeping was no longer necessary, how would you occupy a newly found free time? Oh my goodness. I mean, what's sleep anyway? Do you know what I mean? I don't really know. Just probably more planning, more filming, more educating, more spending time with family and friends, shopping. We could fit so much more into a day. You know, I could bake. I mean, just to think of all that free time. You also said, if we went back in time, how would you convince people you were from the future without being able to bring anything back with you? Oh my goodness, you do think of the questions, don't you? I have no idea. Maybe, I don't know, maybe think of something that happened in that time and then talk about it to them. But it hasn't quite happened yet. But then they might think that I've done that. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know how to convince them. I'm no good with time travel, okay? Talking about time travel confuses me. Watching things about time travel confuses me so much. It really does. I ask questions and I don't get it because it doesn't make sense in my head because it doesn't work. And then Mossman mentions it and says it actually doesn't work if you think about it. And I went, see, that means I'm intelligent then. That is why I can't understand it, because it physically wouldn't happen. Just thought I'd add that in. I have no idea then. Just have to try and talk about stuff from in the future. I have no idea. Or I could talk about something, an event that's happened, but then they don't know about the truth yet. But then I could tell them what the truth is. I don't really know. Amanda I Can said, if you won the lottery, what would you do? Spend it. Buy a big house, buy a big car, have a nice lavish holiday, buy lots of things for the house, for me. I just treat myself, my kids and my family. Basically, depending on how much I won. Lean E said, what personality trait do you wish you had, and what personality trait do you love about yourself? Love you. Thank you. I don't really know about when it comes to personalities. I have a personality disorder, so I always find it a little bit of an awkward topic to talk about when it comes to personalities. I always say that I've got a personality because of this issue, but I don't know. I mean, what would you class as a personality trait? I would like to be more patient. I'd like to be able to make decisions more for myself. Maybe not to be too honest, because I'm always too honest. Maybe I'm too open. Is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? I don't know. Hopefully there's not many more questions because it's like 20 to 4 and I'm starving. Thank you anyway. Megan X, how did you find lockdown and what did you do? It was perfectly fine and life was pretty much the same as it is anyway, because sort of that's what our life is like. The only thing that annoyed me is I couldn't obviously see my family, and after so long it got like really annoying. You know, I wanted to get my hair done, my nails done, my brows done, and just go out and see my family and go to the shops and fed up with queuing and all that kind of stuff. It just did me head in. I just carried on as normal. Yup said, what do you miss about your childhood? To be honest, nothing. Or if I'm really going to have to think about it, I'd say the weather, snow. We had more snow when I was younger. Julia M said, is your life different than you expected it to be? Yes, very. What would you like to work towards and achieve still aside from ASMR related goals? So yeah, my life is very different. I mean, if you're going on from when I was little, it was very different. I never thought I'd get through life and struggle so bad mentally and physically and with abuse. So obviously it changed from then, and then from then until where I am now, my life is different now, and I never thought it would change to be like it is now. And then even more from doing this with you guys on here, I never expected to ever get anything like this. So it's a lot better than I ever thought it would be. But then also I've had real bad points which I never expected it to be. So yeah, it's been different in loads of ways, multiple times. But some have been horrendous, other things have been for the better. Goals I want to work towards, I don't really know at the moment. Aside from that, I just want to, keep growing both channels, all my platforms. Maybe somebody will spot me and want me in a movie or a TV show or something, you never know. But yeah, I just want to keep going, being happy, working on my health, looking after my kids and just having family time and doing all those things and planning out the best videos for you guys. So thank you. Millie Ivy said, how do you make your medical videos so realistic? I don't really know, I just do. Most of it goes on my own experience, what I've experienced myself, my own knowledge. I do research or know people of things that have had things, and I treat people how I want to be treated. And I have no obviously medical background or anything like that either. And the questions are things that I remember being asked, or the things that I think should be asked, or are things that I've read that people get asked. Thank you. Sadie Brooks said, if you had 24 hours to live, how would you spend your time? Oh, wow. Just probably with my family. Close family. And, that's depressing. That sounds really depressing now. At home with all my animals. It depends why I only had 24 hours to live. I mean, was it a zombie apocalypse? Was the world going to blow up? Or did I have an illness? Or I'd have to know the reason. But yeah, with my family. People have been asking, do I experience ASMR when I'm filming and editing? The answer's no. Sus Gwyn asked, please tell us one thing about you that we may not see in your videos. Like, do you collect something or things like that? I'm a bit of a collectible nut, if I'm honest. I collect the Disney doll animators. So the Disney dolls, the animated dolls. I've collected the mugs from them as well at some point. If I know there's a full set on things, I need to get them all. Like if there's like a set for the kids and I know there's like 5 of the characters and I've only got 2, I need to get them all of them. I'm a little bit, obsessive that way. But no, if a certain thing comes out that I like, then I will collect it. I do like to collect things. Awards, I haven't really won any awards. I'd say at school I won a lot of awards for different things. And I won one at a place called Woodlands Camp. I was scared of heights and I went up, climbed up a wall, so I got dragged up and had to abseil down. So as I did that, I got a certificate for my bravery and my courage. And I've still got that. It's stuck with me well. I've raised money for certain charities and got certificates for them. Other school certificates and things, and then in my aunt summers I earned lots of certificates and awards, and I got promoted to a manager and things like that. So all them awards were really important and something to be proud of. Thank you. Weezer32 said, if you were on death row, what would your final meal be? 3 drinks, 3 course and drinks. Okay, so a bottle of Coke, glass bottle of Coke, prawn and crayfish cocktail with some rustic bread, then a lobster with baby sweet corns and potatoes. Pudding, it would have to be a raspberry panna cotta. Yummy. CH1NO. If you could have a sit down and have a conversation with anybody, past or alive, who would it be and why? I'd say my nan, because she died, I think, about 10.5 years ago this year. She's met my son, and obviously she's met my husband, but we weren't married at the time, and she hasn't met my daughter. So I would love to see her and chat to her, because I remember seeing her because she fell down the stairs and she was in hospital. I was talking to her and I gave her a card, but she knew I was there and she was struggling to speak. She couldn't speak or anything. And then she died of a heart attack then, I think the next night. So I'd like to sit down and show her pictures, tell her about my daughter, that I got married and things like that. I'd like to do that. So that'd be nice. Taylor Taco Bell Dog also asked me, what are your hidden talents? I don't really have any. Pet peeves, I've already answered that. Would you rather text or call? I like to do both, but I used to hate talking to people on the phone, and it was always texting, and now it's like I'll voice note people that I'm comfortable talking with. Or just if I've got something to say, I'll just hold it, Facebook, Instagram, voice note it or something, or call them, because I just can't be bothered to write anymore. I just haven't got it in me to sit there texting and autocorrect and then getting it wrong, and then, oh no, it does me head in. Sarah Jane also asked, do you remember feeling any ASMR from watching or doing things when you were a child? No. And I'm not too sure what would be classed as that. I mean, I've heard people say before, like drawing on your back. Like, my mum used to draw on my back, like, and I had to guess what she was doing. I used to feel a bit tingly, relaxed. Some people have said that's it. But is it? I don't really know. I don't really understand it, to be honest. I don't really know. I can't think of anything now. I was always stressed. Potato McGee said, I know other ASMR artists have discussed the idea of doing an ASMR convention in the past. What would your ideal convention look like? I would definitely love to go. I've been to many beauty and pet shows, so maybe something similar. I think it'd be good to have a theatre, and then you can have like other artists doing ASMR on artists, or people from the public, like questions, and your own private stands, and doing your type of therapy or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I've got all sorts of ideas, but it'd be interesting. I'd love to do that though. Thank you. Sarah Thompson said, do you ever find yourself doing ASMR things in your day-to-day life, like tapping and shaking things? Yes, I do. It is so annoying. It's tap, tap, tap. Brandon just picked my phone up. Or on my laptop, and it's a MacBook, so I like listening to it. I'll keep your lights on. Oh, that's a nice sound. Or nails. Or I'll look at something. Oh, that's good. That'll make a nice sound. Squeeze. Or I like the look of that. Squeeze it. See what sound it makes. Always. And I do it more so now than ever. I just do it all the time. Haunted mushrooms ASMR. Okay. You said once in a video when people mentioned your facial expressions that you had learned to be more expressive. Can you explain a little bit more about that? I haven't learnt to be more expressive at all. I am me. I'm always the same. I'm just an expressive person. I haven't said that I've learnt to be more expressive. I'm just naturally am, and I've learned how to express my emotions like verbally, but that's things what I've done through like therapy and that. I've learned how to talk and be open and express how I feel. But when it comes to facial expressions and stuff like that, that is just a natural thing. And so is like hands and stuff. That's just me. Yeah. If you could go back to any time period, where would you go? That's a good question. I don't really know. It might be interesting to go back and see what it was like actually living in the war, but I wouldn't want to do that either, if that makes sense. What I'd probably want to do is go back to each decade, like the 90s, like the 20s, 30s, 40s, all the way up, to see what it was like. But then if I've got to go back further than that, I don't know. Maybe go back to the dinosaurs or like, I don't really know, Victorian times or the Romans, even Vikings. I have no idea. What is your guilty pleasure? Oh, I don't know. Probably just listening to like old school music that like, it's like really old now. I like to go back and listen to really kind of cheesy songs like Barbie Girl and you know, the Macarena or whatever it's called. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that on camera. You can tell it's like nearly 4 o'clock. Probably something like that, or listen to all the songs I used to listen to when I was a kid, you know, the Spice Girls and Bewitched and stuff like that, and having a real good boogie in the house. Other than that, I don't know really what you'd say is a guilty pleasure, but there you go. If you could dye your hair any colour, what would it be? Pink, obviously, and I am dyeing it pink. By the time this is out, my hair will be pink. You said, what are 3 of your unpopular opinions? Oh no, that will get me into trouble if I think that. I say those things. Some things that people don't agree with me on pretty much everything, to be honest. So unpopular opinions, there'll be reams of them. Reams, because nobody kind of agrees with anything I say. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that one. I can't think of any. What are some of your favourite pieces of artwork? I don't really have any favourite art pieces. Are you introverted, naturally, or extroverted? I'd say introverted, definitely. But I am quite eccentric. I don't know whether that's kind of changed over time. So I would say I'm a bit of an introvert and an extrovert. I don't know how I can be 2 in 1, but it does feel like that. Because I actually generally am quite shy. But you know, I do keep myself to myself, but then on the other side of me, I am quite extrovert. You know, that's probably why they always thought I was a bit bipolar. I don't know, strange. What is your dream ASMR video to make? Dream collab? Oh man, I don't know. Now you're asking. I don't know on type of role play or video or anything like that. But who would I like to? I would like to work with, obviously, Emma. I know I've been in a collab of hers before, but I'm in a proper collab, whether it's in person or just me and her. Well, gentle whispering, I mean, who wouldn't? Not like that's ever going to happen, but you know. My belly's constantly rumbling. I'm starving. My cat's coming down. Hello. Oh, there he is. There's my baby. Are you on camera? Yeah. This is my Maine Coon boy. Is my beautiful? Yeah, so you're purring. He's a big boy. I love him. Where are you going? He's gone all floppy. What are you doing? Oh goodness. Come back. He's come back as your boy. I would like to do probably collab with Emma, as I said. Gentle whispering, as I said, but that would never happen. I'd like to do one with Glow, Karuna. What are you doing, darling? Oh dear. I'm trying to think, talk about people I haven't done a collab with. I don't really know. So Glow, Emma, Gentle Whispering, Lottie. Can you hear him? I got fluff everywhere now. So yeah, I'd say I wouldn't mind working with any of them really. You know, I'm quite into working with people. I love working with people. I find it fun, entertaining, and you know, everyone brings something different to the table. But I would like to work with Emma Whispers Red, as I said, and Gentle Whispering. I would like to work with ASMR Glow and Karuna, Zygeist. There's probably loads of others, and I'm only thinking of ones that I haven't actually worked with. Lottie is another one I'd like to work with. Yeah, I can't think of anything else off my head. There's quite a few that I know I think, oh, I'd love to work with them, or I'd love to do it with them. But it's 4 o'clock now and I can't remember a lot, and I'm tired and I'm starving, and we've come to the end of the Q&A. So thank you for watching, contributing, and for being you. I hope you've enjoyed part 1 and part 2 of the 50k celebration. Thank you all for joining me in both premieres or watching it back. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for getting us to 50,000 subscribers. Here's to 100k. That is like a very long time away. Or kind of impossible. We don't know, but we'll see. Thank you all so much. You all mean the world to me. Everything, all your comments, your likes, your views, subscribing to me, it all means a lot, and it makes a massive difference to my life, more than you'll ever know. So thank you so much. I hope I've answered all your questions. And thank you for watching. You take care now. Bye bye.